thought that obviously Omagh dominated for long periods of the game. Fairly strong breeze here and throughout the game, and it did maybe lend the team with the breeze to having that wee bit more of an advantage. You know, as much as I think we were 8 points down at one stage, you know, you had the wind behind you to know that maybe you could go with a longer pass or shoot from distance. So it was to some advantage, and maybe that's one of the reasons they went so far ahead in the first half.
Yeah, I felt we started very well. Probably a very strong breeze, I suppose the game showed, in terms of Colman's dominating the last 20 minutes. But I felt, we played extremely well in the first half. Just didn't maximise our chances. We probably missed a goal and 3 or 4 opportunities where we should have scored. But the positive was then coming into the second half against a strong breeze. We just got the penalty at the crucial time and went 6 or 7 up. And then, not that we switched off, it was just a matter of the breeze, and we were against the elements. And I think they started to dominate around the middle of the field, and probably the turning point of the game was our number 13 going off, who was come out to play middle of the field, who's probably Padraig McGear is a very key player for us. So that seemed to turn it, and people in the stand mightn't realise, but the wind, it was a serious breeze, probably a 6 or 7 point breeze. And Colman's, in fairness to them, kept pegging away and were disciplined and patient, and at the end probably a draw was a fair result. Both teams, they will get another crack at it, and we're happy to be still in the draw and still living to fight for another day.
They knew themselves they hadn't performed. We had been given Omagh far too much room. As much as Clones is a big field, the way we set up and the way we played it definitely gave them some advantage. So we would just tighten things up, made a few changes here and there, and the boys themselves, they knuckled down. I mean, once they cross the white line, they're on their own anyway. So you can give them guidance and advice, but ultimately they have to respond to it, and they did.
Well, we felt that they won a lot of ball around the middle. I think that was very evident near the end. We struggled to win, break ball and clean ball in the air. So that's something, if we can put right the next day, hopefully it'll go a long way to us who's winning the next tie.
You're coming from 8 points down takes a wee bit of character. So that's the one thing we're pleased about. At the same time, to let a team get that much of a run on you, you're obviously facing an uphill battle. So we would be keen not to obviously let that happen again. But the character the boys showed in terms of clawing it back, and maybe even a chance to sneak it at the end. But I suppose the draw was a fair enough result.